Hey, what's up, everyone? What's up, YouTube? Just want to do some quick film breakdown on the Eagles. The Chiefs run press coverage more than anybody, so what we're going to do is take a look at the Eagles versus press coverage to see how they fare. Let's dive into the film. So I really like this play. What you can basically see here, they are playing some type of man up front. Now, a lot of times defenses scheme this as deep third, and that's why you'll see a lot of times these cornerbacks playing off, and sometimes they even disguise it as quarters. But there are telltale signs that show that it is man. That shows that it is man coverage. One of the biggest things that show that it is man coverage is this cornerback right here. Um, this cornerback is not looking inside. This cornerback here is not looking inside. What he essentially doing is looking straight on straight on. But this is this is a tight end right here. You have so you have your Y here, right? You have your Y here. You have your Z actually inside of your Y. You got your H, and then you got your X right here, backside. Now it could be flipped because you have your F right here. He's on the strong side. Typically the Z goes to the strong side. The reason why I have Smitty as the Z is because he's inside. Really, does the X line up on inside? You exit your big receiver, your X receiver is typically on the weak side. And what we're seeing right here is straight up man. The telltale signs that show that it is man, and probably what Jalen Hurts got on the report is, hey, they're playing man coverage when they're looking at the receiver. His eyes at the receiver, eyes at the receiver. Even though he's looking inside, his eyes are still looking at the receiver. So these are telltale signs. And then you have the linebacker right here press up. Now, like I said, it could easily play deep third. They could easily be disguising this as deep third. And they can just say, hey, look, I want you to get deep third. Boom here, right? Deep third. Look, I want you to get the curls the hooks. He can be easy going to the flats, and then he can easily go into the flats, and they can be rushing four. All right, so they can easily disguise this as deep third, cover 9, cover 6, however they want to do it. This what I describe is actually more kind of like a cover 9. But this is essentially what they're showing here. But the telltale signs of them looking straight, they're showing man. So Jalen Hurts, of course, he has time. He has time right now. Once the play starts, right, Jalen Hurts knows right away that it's man coverage. And I love the progressions of Jalen Hurts right now. First, he looks at his first read, right? His first read is to the weak side of the play, or essentially the strong side of the play with the Z and X. He sees Smitty right now in the slot. Smitty's pretty much clearing out for the tight end. I'm not sure if it's Goddard coming in, but he's Stahl or Goddard coming in, but he's coming right downhill on him. Watch how fast Jalen Hurts comes off of him and reads his progression. So Jalen Hurts understands that, hey, look, it's not there. So what does Jalen Hurts do? All right. We'll pull up right here. He sees him and his route being covered. He sees he's coming back out. He's right here. He's staying on Smitty, which is kind of cool. Backside, like I said, you have a high safety. This 29 is gaining ground, and the linebackers have already came. Right now, they're sending 6, and there's only 5 to block. Love this play by Jalen Hurts right here. So then, what does Jalen Hurts do? This is why people don't understand how good Jalen Hurts is. He comes off Stoll because this is dead right here. Everything's dead right here. Smitty's dead. Goddard's dead. The pass rusher's coming in. Now you have 2 routes coming in. So this is somewhat a flood concept because everyone the tight end came and came out. Smitty came and he's gonna run an out route. Quest is coming across the field here, and then you have AJ coming across the field. But the maturity of Jalen Hurts on this play, just understanding, hey, I have time. Let me come off my main read and see what's happening backside. Stick in there and makes an excellent throw. But the development of Jalen Hurts being able to make these throws against press, etc., coverage. And if you look at Jalen Hurts throughout this play, look, main read's not there, moves his eyes, boom, makes an amazing, nice throw. I once again want to highlight this formation where the Eagles have a bunch right. They have their X. This time Smitty's the X right here. Man coverage. To be honest with you, any given time I can go right here, right now. there's no one in the facility of this area that can make a play on him. They're basically saying, hey, guard him mano a mano. Now, the tricky thing is you have this linebacker right here who's head up, right? His eyes are pointing forward. So are they playing man? Are they not playing man? What's the telltale sign that they possibly could play man free? Is because this reason here, you have the tight end right here, you have a safety, a safety right here, and then you have a corner right here. He's off the ball. This is given tails of zone because all this right here, even though he's head up, he can still get into a zone. And then if you think of it, even though he's head up, he can get into the zone. But you have 4 defensive backs, right, on this half of the field, right? So matching 4 and 4. But the caveat is which one of these are guarding the running back, and they're split, right? So that's part of the communication here. When they see that, and you see the Eagles typically run towards the weak side of the zone and all this space here, Eagles have ran so much pass off of this. So all the confusion, the conversation that's happening with the secondary right here, what the Eagles do? Hey, let's just run off of this. Let's run off of this. And you saw from the previous play before, the pass opens up the run. Once again, Miles Sanders is in the end zone. Look at the reaction of the linebackers, right? They see the bunch left. They're already kind of set in their zone, right? But what happens? Eagles offense runs straight off of that pass play they scored a touchdown before. So as I mentioned before, the Eagles do a lot out of this bunch formation, and they score off this bunch formation. One thing to pay attention to and key in on is teams typically when they have a bunch formation, they split half the field. The only difference this time is Miles Sanders is on the left-hand side. Now, once again, he's not playing man coverage. A lot of times people will look and think this is man coverage. You can tell by this defensive back, they got deep third here. And I don't understand why this safety is 5'10", 15, 20 yards off the ball, and then his probably main assignment is, hey, look, I want you to get deep as the deepest, and I want you to cover ground just so we can make a play if he needs to make a play on these guys, or just keep everything in front of him. But they have deep third right here. Linebackers typically going to go out like this in the formation. Don't forget you have a 5 on the line right here. The tight end right here. Now, there may have been a protection call for him to stay in, block first, and then kind of leak out. But for the Philadelphia Eagles, who have ran so much from this formation, most of the teams, what they're going to do is they're going to split the field, and they're going to overload this side and try to match what they're doing on the other side. Now, you got the Mike linebacker who's kind of even. He's splitting. So you still have, if they do it on one weak side, you have your Will over here, you have your linebacker and staying at the end. So that's ideal to mitigate the run. But what do the Eagles do? Instead of running off this, what they pass off of it, right? Like I said, the tight end, what's he doing? He's leaking. The tight end's leaking. Tight end's pass protecting and leaking. Then it's actually, believe it or not, man coverage. So it's not deep third, it's man coverage. But the question is, how does A.J. Brown get so wide open in man coverage? If you look, everybody's wide open. You have this right here. Remember, the running back is right here with this guy right here. If he follows him as well, too, because this is actually the man that's on him, Jalen Hurts can take off. Your tight end right here and the flat is somewhat open. But essentially, you have 2 guys. Quez Watkins is one of the fastest guys on the field. He catches that, he runs it, he's going to pick up some yards. And A.J. coming out right here, all you have to do is throw the ball away. But this is why, right? How did he get wide open? If you look at the beginning of the play, they were pressing. And we talked about them pressing. I'm not sure what kind of press this is, a press bail. But if you look, 44 and A.J. right here, what they're doing, he's pressing him. He's trying to keep him inside. He says, fine, I'll go inside. But what does he do? He leaks right back outside. Jalen Hurts has a nice pocket. All Jalen Hurts has to do is throw the ball in there. Boom. A.J. has to run to it. You see Jalen Hurts in the pocket, stepping into this throw. I love the play concept. since he ran the ball so much off of it, and makes a perfect throw into the end zone. Once again, we'll look at the sky view here. I'm not sure what type of man coverage or what type of press this is right here, but Quez Watkins, this guy has to come over the top to get Quez, who's one of their our fastest guys. The Eagles typically use Quez to clear things out. He has to outrun him to wherever spot Quez is running to. AJ press coverage in the slot. All he does is boom, gets inside, gets vertical, and then comes back out. These are simple techniques the Eagles do to make them win on certain plays. If you see right here, I'm not sure what type of press this is. He wanted to probably keep him inside, but Jalen Hurts steps up in the pocket. Boom, 6 touchdown. So we got another press coverage play against the Tennessee Titans. Pretty easy to know it's man. You have a linebacker here on Kenneth Gainwell. They just sent him back in motion. So telltale signs is it's man coverage. You got your Y backside, right? You have your X here, you have your Z, and you have your H. So Kenneth Gainwell is your F. He's coming back in motion. So once again, they're locked up. Eyes straight at him. He's not going to play any type of deep third quarters of him looking straight at him, especially when there may be threats that come into his end zone. If, for example, he runs a stop, it's his zone. He runs a stop here, and then he runs, a deep something like that. You got safety, who's not as deep as the Giants. He's about 10 yards off, but you'll see him kind of walk back to 15 once the play starts. So you got man coverage locked up. You got this linebacker who's standing up. Typically, linebackers in this league now, they don't typically do a show and go. What they'll do is a show and they'll go back into coverage. So Jalen Hurts is pretty understand that this guy's not just gonna go, because unless they're running unless I don't know, they're real bold about it. But no, you have 4 down linemen going straight. This linebacker's going to drop, so you have pretty much man coverage with a high safety and the low linebacker kind of guarding this middle area for any type of drags. The linebacker typically works as a spy on Jalen Hurts, and you'll see during this play how he works as a spy once this play gets started. So once you roll a play, you'll see Jalen Hurts really understand what he's kind of working with. You can see the matchup that you want to. He probably has an idea of the matchup he wants to go to. So once the play starts, linebacker gets back, safety gets back, and then what do you see immediately? Right? What we're seeing immediately right now is the calamity in the middle. Right? This linebacker decided to go back, so he's essentially spying Jalen Hurts in case he runs. This is your outlet right here. It's not bad to go there if you need to go there. But this, for him, I like the idea of him making a move on this one guy and then having running room. I like the chances. This safety's just guarding no one. He's out of position. His real threat is AJ Brown right here, but there's no way he gets to AJ Brown in time if AJ continues to run vertical. The DB, he's already stacked the DB as well too. But this is your matchup right here. Smitty is hips low, coming out right here. This guy's focused on AJ because he's beat. And then you have the DB who's actually facing this way because he got yoked up. So as you see the play develop, you see Smitty really wide open. Jalen Hurts has a clean pocket. Now, if you look at this play, you'll kind of see who's wide open. And you have options. He could have thrown it deep to AJ. Oh, sorry, let me change my pin up. He could have threw it. Oh, he could have threw it deep to AJ. But Smitty's the main thing. He stood in the pocket, clean, smooth pocket because he had a spy, and then letting the ball rip to Smitty, and you have a clean, smooth pass here. So you can see the success the Eagles have against against press coverage. If the Chiefs who play press coverage more than anything, sometimes these balls are 50-50, but the Eagles are typically coming down with it. When Jalen Hurts has a clean pocket, we see him making the throws, and if not, he's improvising and scoring touchdowns.